So here's a fun DIY project for you, a pedal board. But not just any pedal board, because this one here has built-in under and interior LED lighting, patch points up the side, and a single power input that will power the LEDs and the pedals on the pedal board. Pretty fun build, so let's get into it. So we start the build by cutting the pieces of wood for the outer frame. Now the front piece is 2 inches by 20 inches, and the back piece is 3.5 by 20 inches. Now the side pieces, they're angled, so you've got 2 inches at the front, rising up to 3.5 inches at the back. So to do this, I cut two 12-inch lengths, and then I mark at one end 3.5 inches and at the other end 2 inches. Then I'll clamp down a straight edge and run a circular saw down that line to get that angle. Now, to secure these pieces together without using any screws, you need to do a little joinery, because unfortunately just gluing those edges together, it's probably not going to be a strong enough bond. So halfway up the front and the back boards, I cut out a 3/4 inch section. Now on the side boards, I cut out the same 3/4 inch section on the bottom. So what happens is those side boards now sit on top of that cutout notch on the front and the back. The reason I like this so much is because those side boards will be taking a majority of the weight from the pedals. So by having them sit on the front and back, you get a little more structural stability. Now also, when it comes to joining these together, if you were just doing edge to edge, you would only have one edge glued. But by having this cutout, you're now gluing 3 parts of one board and 3 parts of the others, which creates a super strong bond. So once the frame is built, we can move on to creating the wood slats that the pedals will sit on. Now once they're cut, I round them off, sand them down, and then paint them black. So now that the slats are done, we can take our glued frame, round over the edges, and sand it down to make it nice and smooth. The next piece of this puzzle is to cut out the holes for the 1/4 inch patch points and the IEC power input at the back. Now these particular patch points mount from the rear. So what I did is I cut the 1-inch holes to fit the patch point through, and then I used a router to carve out some of the extra wood so I would have them flush. It also creates this really cool inset area where all of the patch cables go. With that out of the way, I can now install the 3/4 inch thick support pieces for the pedal board slats. Now it's really important to note that these 2 pieces of wood are taking all of the weight from when you are stepping onto the pedals. So it's really important that not only do you glue these in place, but use some screws to make sure they are very secure. Next, we're gonna work on the bottom of the pedal board. Now I recommend adding a full panel to the bottom to protect the internals from any obstacles that might come up from underneath. I ended up using a couple rack face plates that I had kicking around, but honestly you could use any sort of thin board material to do this. Now if you want this to look really clean, if you take your router, cut a notch out of the inside of the bottom of the frame, you can then inset that bottom so it is flush with the bottom of the frame. Okay, let's take a second and talk about the LEDs on this pedal board. So I've got a strip of LED around the bottom of the pedal board, and I've got a strip of LED on the inside of the pedal board. So to do the bottom, I've created this frame which lifts the pedal board up by a 1/2 inch. On the frame, I've cut out a channel to allow me to run the LED in a rectangle underneath the pedal board, so the light is shining out, but you're not really seeing the LEDs from the side. Now that is connected to a 12-volt power supply on the inside, and I've used a female AC adapter connector on one end and then a male on the other, so I can easily disconnect it when I need to pull the bottom off and get to the inside of the pedal board. The other end of the adapter that's not connected to the LED strip at the bottom is bare wire and goes into the LED driver. Now, in parallel with that, there is also an LED strip on the inside of the pedal board. So that is just bare wire attached to the strip, ran to the same terminals that the bottom LED is using. Now that everything's constructed, we can stain the frame and then paint any other pieces black. All of the pieces then will get covered in some clear coat finish just to protect them. Next, we can assemble and add the pedal board slats to the frame. Once those slats are in, I'll then cut Velcro strips that I'll put on those slats, which will allow me to secure the pedals to the pedal board. So back inside the board, I'm gonna work on the patch points. So to properly do this, you wanna map out your 1/4-inch cable lengths. Now, what I did here is I just bought various lengths of 1/4-inch patch cable and then cut them to the length that I needed for the install. When I cut them, I exposed the bare wire and that I solder to the patch points. Once you have those cables soldered, I highly recommend that you secure those cables and try and avoid having them wrap around the electrical for the LEDs and also the electrical for the pedals. It just helps avoid any sort of electrical interference that you might get by your unbalanced audio signal cables running past any electrical. Now to power the pedals, I'm using a Voodoo Lab 4-channel power supply. One thing I didn't show in the build because I forgot to film it, I built this little wood shelf right on the back of the inside of the pedal board that will hold this power supply in place. That with a little bit of Velcro and it is super snug. So how do I connect this Voodoo power supply and the LED power supply to this IEC? From the power adapter of the Voodoo Labs power supply, cut the male end off of the power cord and expose the positive and the negative. Add some solder. On the LED side, with this power supply in particular, it's got the terminals on each end. So again, you're gonna add 2 power cables, electrical power cables to the positive and negative there. Make sure the other ends are soldered. And then you combine those 2 to the output of the IEC power inlets. Now, if you're using solder like I did, I recommend using some heat shrink just to cover any of the exposed terminals. Now that the electrical is in place, you can grab your pedals and start building your pedal board. Voila, there you have it. A 20 by 12 pedal board with LED under and interior lighting, patch points on the side, and a single IEC input to power the pedals and the LEDs. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I love to do audio related builds just like this. I hope you were inspired. We'll see you next time.